Welcome, everyone. We are just getting live on Instagram. I missed yesterday because I had meetings at Agora in the morning that I thought I was going to be finished with relatively early, and then I wasn't. So apologize about that. And also, as you can see on the screen, I have a link below me. And that link is a link to be able to actually attend a webinar that I'm doing this evening. So with that said, let's dive in. I'm going to get the show on the road, so to speak. All right. So the OECD, that's the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, the big global policy guys, so to speak. They just dropped what I think is the first real scorecard for AI versus actual human capabilities. And the headline for you is this: current AI, even the best stuff like GPT 4.0, is basically operating like a smart teenager in most categories. And so good to see you all. Today, every day, I'm digging through piles of research from at least 5 different AI-driven intel feeds, looking for the signals and the noise. And let me tell you, most of what is out there today is noise. AI toys, AI hype. But what we're interested in here, what I've always been interested in, is how do these tools actually make us better? How do they make us more capable, more able to live our ideal life, more human, ironically? It's not about chasing the latest shiny object. It's about building the next level of your own personal operating system, how you get stuff done in the world, how you think through things in the world. It's about an AI that truly knows you. And that's the whole different ballgame out there than what most people are talking about. So this OECD framework, this is the breakthrough that I think reveals the future of personal and professional mastery. And so along those lines, hey, Lorna, hey, Eli, along those lines, I wanted to show you something. Actually, I am going to be playing around with this. So let's see. Okay, so, every day when I run the reports, Manus also creates a slide presentation for me. And as you can see here, right, the OECD framework for measuring AI, there's some career evolution in AI coaching. There's some emotional AI, and health diagnostics and smart productivity. So we'll just go through these slides pretty quick here. As you can see, there are 9 human capability domains in which they measure their where they're measuring AI to see how well it's similar to human performance. So they didn't just test if AI could pass an exam, right? They measured it across these 9 domains of actual human ability in real world contexts, and things like creativity, problem solving, social interaction, perception, physical tasks, and basically the whole spectrum. And what they found is that on a scale of 1 to 5, where 5 is the full human equivalence, most advanced AIs are hovering around a level 2 or 3. And let's see if that's the next slide here. I don't know what the next slide is. Let's see. Nope, that's the next one. All right. So it's a 2 or 3, which is basically a smart teenager, is my analogy. Capable of some really impressive stuff, sure, but lacking the nuanced judgment, the deep contextual understanding, and the wisdom of a seasoned adult. Now, why does this matter? It matters because it gives us the first standardized map of what they're calling AI's jagged frontier. Where is it strong? Where is it weak? And more importantly, it shows you where your human advantage actually truly lies, because this is not about being scared of AI. It's about getting strategic about your own irreplaceable skills. Now, alongside this OECD reality check, we're seeing 2 other big things bubble up that I believe you need to understand. First, AI is desperately trying to get to know you. Let me remove this for right now. And then let me just see what else is covered here. We'll go back to this if we have to. Let's see, right? So AI is desperately trying to get to know you, or at least your data. So you've got OpenAI finally rolling out memory to free ChatGPT users. The idea is it remembers your preferences, what you've talked about before, so conversations feel more personal and more efficient. Then you see tools like Career Genie, which I had popping up on the screen, an AI career coach that does mock interviews and tailors your resume in real time for those people who are searching a job. Or apps like Rosebud, which just got $6 million in funding, that analyzes your journal entries to give you personal insights for self-reflection. Something that Zenith Mind already does and is built in to do that. Why this matters? Well, it matters because AI is getting better at mimicking personalization by learning your patterns. But remember that the OECD report is still pattern matching. It's not deep identity level understanding. It's an AI trying to act like it knows you. It's a little bit different than what we get Zenith to do. Second, there's a growing confidence crisis and productivity paradox with all this new AI. It's really bizarre because each day I'm reading about different studies about performance increases versus performance losses, or very small increases versus very large increases. And a huge global study that just came out from the Greed and from Harvard Business Publishing, get this, 48% of people think AI will change their jobs, but a whopping 78% lack confidence in actually using the tools. That's a massive gap between expectation and reality. And here's the kicker. Another study, this one from Upwork, found that for many, AI tools are actually decreasing productivity or making work more tedious. People are getting more output, of course, sure, but they're feeling more bored, less engaged, with less ownership. Now, why does this matter? Well, it matters because simply throwing more AI at your problems isn't the answer if you don't know how to use it, if it doesn't have the right context window, if it doesn't align with who you are, what motivates you, and what your actual goals are. Otherwise, it's just more digital noise making that you feel either inadequate or worse, detached. And, I've been using my own systems to understand myself and my own performance for decades, both before AI and then fully embraced with AI. And things like the Colby score, the Strengths Finder, Enneagram, Myers-Briggs, and other deeper stuff. And when I look at this OECD framework, it validates so much of what I've built into my own life. For example, my strategic and learner themes are high in some of those profiles. And what that means is that AI can assist me with research. It can automate certain tasks, but it can't necessarily replicate the way that I connect disparate ideas or the intrinsic motivation that I have for deep understanding. That's a level 4 or level 5 human capability, according to the OECD report. So I use AI as a co-pilot, an intern, a data cruncher, but I'm the strategist. I set the vision, and the clarity on roles is crucial because without it, you get the confidence crisis that we just talked about. Now, also, as I said 2 days ago, I wanted to share with you guys a very cool, we've gotten some testimonial reels back. And so I thought I would share one a day until I've shared them all. So with that, I'm going to just have some people tell you more about Zenith, and then we'll get back to the presentation. Also, for those that are interested in having an AI know you better than anything has ever known you in your entire life, including yourself, I'm doing a webinar tonight. It's at that location right below me, stealourwinners.io, webinar registration. And here's a little bit more about Zenith.
Zenith OS has literally rewired my brain. It's really that powerful.
So far, it has saved a potential $6 million deal that was already on the scrap heap, and it revived it.
I've shown up daily to create and speak, completing 42 children's stories and publishing 42 podcast episodes.
I'm 68 years old. I've got some health challenges. I finally, after months of thinking about it, published my first blog. It's already set up to go, my 6th, one each week.
I was diluting my voice.
I spent more than $100,000
over the last 20 years on personal growth and business strategies. And
I lost belief in myself. I didn't believe that what I wanted was possible anymore.
I've taken other courses, I've done lots of programs.
And I kept disappointing myself in my action. I started to think that maybe I just don't have what it takes.
But I've got this cognitive dissonance that even I can't get myself past.
Now I use my daily Alter GPT every morning. It's a system I built because of Zenith. It's my mindset mirror. It's my strategy compass. It's my CEO ritual.
what I got was the biggest truth bomb I could ever expect.
Little did I know that when I took Zenith Mind, I would discover that exactly what I was doing was what was holding me back from success.
But this right here has taken me where those other places never reached. Most programs have you admire the guru. This one has you believe in yourself.
That was a breakthrough, which happened during the Omniscient Observer. Even just 2 weeks in, I feel more alive, more grounded, more awake, more brave. And I'm really moving through the day differently.
But what I did have on day 3, question 8, was a breakthrough. And I'm telling all my friends about it. Because if I can learn this much about myself in 50 questions, I can't imagine what I'll know after 30 days.
I'm getting more done, and I feel more aligned with zero burnout.
Rich's program and what he's put together has just held up the mirror and has shattered my sense of what I really need to be doing and what's really getting in my way.
But I just feel so energized and excited. I believe in a future that I thought was never going to happen for me. And that's all because of Zenith Mind.
And the ripple effect for me was my girlfriend Janelle, who didn't even take this program, had a big transformation because I've changed.
Can't wait to see what's next because I really feel like my upgraded version of me is already knocking at my door.
You've been able to unlock something through your prompts that I couldn't unlock myself. And it has changed everything for me. That veil, that resistance disappeared. So thank you.
And you can do that tonight. There's the registration, stealourwinners.io, webinar registration. I also put it in the chat. And all right, so let's get back to where we were and we'll close this out. So I hope you're seeing this landscape, right? That AI is powerful, but still teenage in many core human skills. So people are feeling kind of overwhelmed and lacking confidence in how to best use AI. And generic AI tools are trying to quote unquote like personalized, but very surface level personalization based on data, but they don't truly actually know you, right? And this is exactly why we built Zenith Mind OS, because you can spend the next decade trying to piece together 50 different AI tools, manually inputting your preferences into each one, and still feel like you're wrestling with technology and that you're talking to an acquaintance. Or, right, you can build a personal operating system where the AI is trained on your unique psychological architecture from day one. An OS that already knows you, knows your strength, knows your values, knows your decision-making style, and what deeply drives you. And the OECD frameworks show the gaps AI still has. And Zenith Mind OS helps you build the bridge by amplifying your unique, irreplaceable human strengths and then intelligently integrating AI to serve your identity, not the other way around. So here's one thing, right, that you could do today. You could take those 9 domains from the OECD framework. You can find it online. If you're in Zenith already, I'll ask my team to drop a link to either it or a summary of it. And then briefly, like you'll see, right, that they cover areas like perception and interaction, learning and development, problem solving, creativity, social and emotional skills, and quickly audit yourself. in which 2 to 3 of these do you feel you operate at a level 4 or 5, where you have deep human intuition, deep human wisdom and capability? And where might you be at a level 2 or 3 that current AI could already match you or even exceed you, as a way of understanding how you fit into the cosmos of AI, right? Just that little bit of clarity can start to shift how you see your role and where you should focus your energy in this AI-driven world. You don't want to try and out AI, right? Why would you want to do that? You want to double down on being irreplaceable human. And by doing what I just said, looking at the OECD categorization and rating yourself on those categories, you can see where you might have a long-term competitive advantage. And look, the reason why we're even talking about all this is that the AI wave is here and it's massive, but most people are going to get swept away by the hype, or they're going to be drowned by the complexity, right? Either swept away by the hype or drowned by complexity. So if what I'm saying to you, this conversation hits home, and if you're tired of kind of chasing headlines and you want to start using AI in a way that's deeply aligned with your actual life, your truest goals, then I just strongly recommend that you check out Zenith Mind OS. And that's why I put the link to the webinar that I'm doing tonight right here in this video. Because at the end of the day, it's not about learning more AI tools. It's about forcing AI to learn more about you. And we've built that system to do just exactly that. And tonight, if you join me, I'll show you exactly how you get there. So all you need to do is go to stealourwinners.io, webinar/webinar registration, and see what it feels like when technology is built around the highest version of yourself, as opposed to anything else. So that is today's quick take. I am sorry about yesterday. I am going to figure out whether I'm doing this daily or whether I'm going to do it like 3 days a week or whatnot. I'm still also trying to figure out the sequence of these things as far as how best to bring you the latest discoveries. I also want to start sharing prompts. And so my thought is that I'm either going to adjust the schedule, maybe pick certain days for certain things. I'm still playing with all this. And I really appreciate each and every one of you for playing with me and being willing to kind of tune in, see what I'm talking about, see if it's worth your while. I totally appreciate that. And I appreciate you taking the time. Thanks, Lorna, for participating. You're one of the best when it comes to that. I truly appreciate you. And for everyone watching, thanks again for being here. And tune in tomorrow. And like I said, if you don't know anything about what Zenith Mind is about, or you've heard about it and you're curious, the link is right below me. You can see it at stealourwinners.io, webinar registration. I hope you have a wonderfully productive day. I know that I will as I prep for the webinar, and I will see you tomorrow. To higher profits and beyond, this is Rich Schefren, over and out.